Check one. Okay, we're about to start. Can we get everybody to get to their seats? Welcome back to the Real Makeup Artists of DC reunion. Y'all be better than y'all bitches ain't eat y'all drunk. Welcome back to the Real Makeup Artists of DC. And I'm your host, Lonnie B. And we are back with the beautiful Shonda, Nikki, Tanja, Stefan, Orlando, Pink, Emily, Jamel, and Ty Collins. Yes, so we're gonna pick up where we left off, okay?
The story wants to be put out.
Well, it was
Since
about
the story
that.
wants
That's
to be
what
put
I-
out.
that's what it was,
Exactly.
right?
So let's start with, and we can go back. 2009, a friend of ours was
Yes.
moving into an apartment.
Yes.
We said, oh, well, we can get a 3-bedroom because I knew his situation as a friend. Oh, well, we about to move in, we can upgrade, let's get a 3-bedroom. We went to him, he moved in with us. We were there for over 2 years. I would never demolish his name at the first opportunity I got. Ever.
Now, a viewer question was to Stefan and Jamel. If you guys all lived together with Orlando, was Orlando owed any money?
What difference does it make?
It doesn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. It doesn't make a difference if any one of them owed me money, and that's not something I personally want to put out there, you know what I'm saying? Because I do care a lot for both of them. So, I won't say that answer.
Now, Orlando, in one scene, you said that you were hurt and bothered. What did you mean by that?
I was more hurt and bothered with stuff our communication, our lack of communication that happened, something outside of the show, which caused us to kind of separate and do our own thing for a little while. So I was hurt and bothered because Stefan was somebody that I, grew up and I look up to. So when the lack of communication happened, it disturbed me because I didn't think that he would react in that way. So that's what I was talking about.
Okay, yes, I'm coming over there. I'm coming.
So, everyone saw the conversation that me and Orlando had. The conversation that was had and the issue that he had with me, I didn't have an issue with him having an issue because as a friend, I know that I was wrong in the situation when it came to me in Orlando. So when I apologized to him and said that what I was going through, I put him in it and he had nothing to do with it, I meant it. Because as a friend, I'm gonna tell you, I'm wrong. Just like Shonda, I'm almost 40 years old. I don't have time for these things. But I don't have an issue with saying I'm wrong or whatever the situation is. So when it came to Orlando's situation, what happened between me and him, I was wrong, and I know that, and that's why I apologize to him because what I was going through had nothing to do with Orlando. But all the other stuff, don't have time for it.
Okay, so Jamel, my question to you is, do you think your situation and Stefan's situation was too personal for TV?
Absolutely.
So, why did you reveal that information if you felt like it was too personal? Did you feel like it was too personal before they asked or after they asked and you seen the replay on the show? You plead the fifth. Okay. Moving right in. Okay, thank you, bitch. Okay. So, Stefan, is there any room in your heart to forgive Jamel?
Jamel was, as you know, forgiveness ain't for the other person. When I first heard it, the forgiveness was sent because it didn't have anything to do with me, and that's it.
Now, one thing I want to say is that on the balcony, when I was out with Jamel was basically, oh, you gonna cut? Okay. Sharing tears. And I feel like it's because due to the fact that you guys was friends for 15 years, you both are feeling hurt. And so I think you guys' shade is coming from a hurt place. Because he loved you, you love him, but you both are being prideful and stubborn. So you're not taking initiative to forgive each other. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't have my personal shit. But what I do feel is that we all have been going through things. We all have done things that we regret. But the biggest thing that we can do as entrepreneurs and men is forgive each other, love each other. We don't have to like each other, but we can respect each other. And I think 15 years plus, you two owe that to each other. And I think they agree too. Now, my last thing that I'm going to say, and then I want you guys to say from what, I mean, you can have the opportunity to say after I say it. It's cool to be real fierce, but a bad bitch can be a real friend. So, it's up to you guys.
I do agree that me knowing them and like them being my friends, I do believe that they love each other. But honestly, they love each other, but you know, some friendships can't be mended. That, like you said, some, you know, like you said, Lonnie, they can respect each other, but I think at this very moment, they just need to give each other a little time. You know what I'm saying? Just to breathe. And it's okay. It's okay. I just think that I don't want them to ever disrespect each other in any type of platform. So me as their mutual friend, I'm not going to ever allow Stefan to disrespect Jamel or Jamel disrespect Stefan in front of anybody or in front of just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. So I just think that right now their time is up for now. Maybe later on they get together for now. Exactly. But not right now. Moving on.
Okay, thank you. Now I would just say one thing, and this is my question to you guys, Jamel, and Stefan. Since the situation was brought on the TV, and since we're here on the TV, can the situation be now fixed on the TV? So,
one not gonna do it at the other one. Somebody got to be the bigger person.
you don't want to speak? I'm sorry, Ty. I'm gonna hit your ball. You don't. Do you want to speak, Jamel?
Over it.
Okay. What do you feel about that, Stefan?
Feel about what?
Do you feel that since the situation was brought on the TV, could it be fixed on the TV?
Over it.
Fixed how?
Fixed how? By forgiving, making amends, you know? Like.
I definitely forgive him. I don't. That's not the issue. I don't have a problem with forgiving him, but anything beyond the forgiveness.
Is your reaction coming from his reaction?
This is my reaction because again, we've been around each other since filming. We've been around each other, and it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna put this in the Lord's hands. Okay? So now let's move on to the vet of the show, the sexy silver fox right there, Tandra. Yes! Always beat and classy, okay? Now, Tandra, you came in this season building relationships and getting to know new artists.
I got that content.
So finally, the day has come where I can finally sit down and chill out and learn who Jamel is. So we decided to meet up in Chinatown and, you know, just to hang out, have a couple of drinks and everything.
So Tanja texted me and was like, hey, boo, what's up? You know, let's come out. I wanted to have a chat with you and sit down and talk to you. I really don't know you as much, but we need to kind of get to know each other. of course, because I'm new to the group, I had to go and meet Mama Tanja. Now, if y'all don't know Mama Tanja's background, just like my background, we both worked for Mac.
New guy, like his name is Jamel. We met up a couple of days ago, and we had a little chill time because I wanted to get to know him because I really did not know him. Only thing I know about him is not good things. When I found out that he claimed some of your work as his, I needed to know if that was true.
It's true. This was.
Somebody made a comment and he actually commented back.
He actually said, yes, I did it. It was on the blogs, of course, that I did. I have a picture with the celebrity after I did her makeup.
Oh my God.
It was like,
Now, one of your first artists you met was Jamel. Was you suspicious with working with him after after you finding out the rumor of him stealing someone's work, allegedly?
It wasn't so much suspicious. I guess it was suspicious and somewhat, but I wanted to learn who Jamel was. I'd heard a whole lot of stuff, with the crew, and also, with the situation with my really good girlfriend. But I still wanted to hear his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, form those opinions for myself. So, like I said, when somebody, show you who they are, that's who they are, to be honest. But I'm not going to treat you any differently. I just treat you accordingly. That's pretty much it.
Do you feel like you got the truth from that story? Because Sharon, that was your friend, who said Jamel allegedly took the credibility from her work with Angela Simmons. Do you feel like you got the truth from Jamel when you asked him about it?
To be honest, I could only go with what he told me. You know what I'm saying? I asked him. He told me what happened. He said, that apparently happened through, working with his assistant. His assistant made a fool, move or whatever. My only thing that I was questioned by is when you have an assistant, are things approved by you before it's placed in different areas? So that was the only thing that I was questioned by, but I can only go by what your word is. You told me this is what happened. And I had to take him, for his word. Now, if I believe him or not, I really don't know, because there was some little shaky areas with that. But that's what that baby told me. And, and I moved forward. Once he told me what it was, I was like, okay, that's what it was. And I moved forward from that. And I didn't treat him any differently. Like I told him before, when I asked him the question, if he did it or not, I was like, I know sometimes, and I know that happened years ago. And as a young artist, I can understand you being young and you being zealous and you're hungry and you're thirsty and you may have made like a bad decision. At the end of the day, I just really wanted him to clear his name. Because I've seen his work. Right. I've seen his work. I worked on the side of him. I know he can do makeup. He's not a Byron. Right. God forgive him.
There was a lot of shade.
And it wasn't comparable to Jamel. So I really wanted that to be clear.
Okay, thank you. Jamel, so why did your assistant do that to you? Why did she make those false allegations about you doing something that you didn't do?
I'm going to say that at the end of the day, you bring people on, it's art, and you want them to grow, you want them to be bigger. So what I did was I brought her around things that I was doing. So when you do something and I clock you on it, and you feel upset about that because your guilty conscience is played in, at the end of the day, how they play out, I'm not exactly sure. How she played out was, yes, I trusted her. At the end of the day, whether I approved what she put on there or not, I honestly thought that she was genuinely for me. Obviously, she wasn't. She wasn't what I had. And unfortunately, I could not give that to her because she didn't have the talent to do so. So then these things played out. But I want to publicly say that at the end of the day, no goes on, it's still my name, and I have to apologize to the lady because it's just of me to do that. And even though it's not necessarily my fault, I don't even know her. I never met her a day in my life. Yes, Sharon. So I publicly apologize to her because at the end of the day, it was still my name, however it went down. And I'm just going to end it at that.
Okay. Now, in one of the scenes, Stephon, you had mentioned that that wasn't the first time that that happened based on, Jamel. That happened before, as far as him taking the credibility of someone else's work. Okay. Hold on, I'm sorry.
When Tandra brought it up sitting at the table, I said, oh, Sharon, because it was something that had happened in the industry. Somebody outed him on Facebook. Another makeup artist who saw that it was posted on his page. So they made this big old post outing him. So I already knew what the situation was because I went to go find out who was the makeup artist. Because again, at that time, we were friends. So when that person outed him, I was like, wait, what are they talking about? Like, what's going on? Like, what are they talking about? And then I saw the thing with that Sharon had posted it because it was in the magazine. And so I was like, oh, shit. So when she said it, I was like, oh, you're talking about the thing about Sharon. That was not the first time that I had heard that he claimed to do somebody else's work. And that was it. So it wasn't me trying to be like, oh, well, this is another little dig. It was, oh, I heard about that.
So you heard about the same situation? Right, okay. So, you have a question? Okay, hold on, stand up. Hold on, stand up, here we go. What you want to know? Go ahead, bitch.
So the question I have is about the Shauna Tillsbury, when they were stating that he never worked at Shauna Tillsbury. I took his work. So I know for a fact that he worked at Shauna Tillsbury.
So did I.
So I want to just know what they were talking about, and I really want him to clear his name because as African American people, we should be uplifting each other and not dragging each other.
Okay, so who, first of all, stand up, pretty lady, Alexis, that's her name. Who said that?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Miss Cox.
Ty.
I'll answer, and it's Ty Cobb, no S. But now we didn't say that he didn't work at Charlotte Tillsbury. It was told that he went to interview for Charlotte Tillsbury. No. It was said, if you go watch it back, because I was in the scene, so you can watch it back again, but it was said that he went to interview for Charlotte Tillsbury, and I'm assuming you got the but at the interview, now my thing about it is, thank you, lady in the back. But what I'm saying is, thing is told to me, you all are funny because you're so angry with Ty Cobb for hearing this. Now it was told to me that when he went to interview, he used another artist's work. The other artist allegedly contacted someone else, and then a post went up. And then I think I guess Stephon, even you did a live, and then I think Jermel, you did a live to kind of be like, I guess something to his. No, you didn't do it a live this season on the stands, but I think it all happened that same day of some other artist. I'm not going to say his name, but that's what was told to me. That's what happened. I think he used his name or something like that, or the work or whatever. Nevertheless, that's what was told to me. So if it's too for you clear name, I don't know. That's just what was told to me. Can't be mad at me.
Well, I absolutely have to clear my name because it's my name. And at the end of the day, what happened was I didn't even need to show any pictures to do any of the work because I was already approved walking in the door. So all I had to do was just have questions, and then I was hired for the position. So I don't need to interview anybody. I don't need to show any work when it comes to Charlotte Tillsbury because they never asked me for any work. They already heard of my name already. So when I walked in there, it was an interview. I got the job. Monday, I went to work and collected my coin. and that was that. So according to stealing anybody's work, I don't need to do that because I have work to prove exactly what it is. So that's just how it is. There's no other situation in or about it.
Thank you. Okay, audience, settle down. Now we're gonna try to keep calm. And technically, I know the audience are excited, but cast members, let's try not to battle the audience. Wordplay. Let's focus up here. And so what I'll do is try to keep them calm. If I can, then send them to the bar. But we all have to make sure we focus up here. Okay? All right, can y'all just keep calm just a little? Say your shit, bitch, but just keep a little calm. And raise your hand. Okay, so Shonda, do you feel that Ty give chances to the artists, all the artists up here before they prove their loyalty? She gives chances to these artists before they prove their loyalty. She just pick people like, come on, bitch, work with us.
I don't know how to respond to that. I think Ty picked out stories, and I don't think it was more of a, I think it just was the story. That's what I'm believing. Yeah, I do, because, but what I'm not going to do is call nobody name or who do makeup and who don't, but I feel like it was stories more so than makeup, because I'm gonna just stick with that. Yeah.
Ty, do you feel that that's true? Do you pick people based off their stories or their skills?
Well, it's a reality show, It's a show, both. It's a show, and a lot of times, even with people, again, I appreciate people, but there's so much work that goes into the show, and sometimes people do
That's fine.
you do, and you don't know what goes into a show. It's a show. We have to have stories, right? We have to have stories. Now, I will say this, and I'm gonna say it real good.
That's fine.
Emily took a lot of
We talk.
big flags this season, right? It could be because of whatever. It could be because people love Shonda, and some of us see that they are, have similar traits with each other. They're both strong women, right? I think she took a lot of hits. People would say, oh, she can't do this, you can't. How the F is she on here? One thing about me, and Emily, we haven't even, episode 8 isn't out. Emily said something to me, and Emily, I think I brought Emily on Indie Fashion Week. We meet Indie Fashion Week, right? And Emily said, I want to audition, but I didn't think that you would respond to me in the inbox. Because a lot of makeup artists or celebrity makeup artists, they don't respond to her. And she was touching out. She was like, Emily, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I don't walk around, I work, and having them people recognize me when they come in my store. I don't tell people what I do. I don't have to. I chose it, so I don't have to run down my resume. But I chose this girl. No, she might not, whatever y'all think, she can do makeup, she loud or whatever, but I saw a purpose in her because she's going to grow. Yeah, sometimes she cursed too much. She's rambunctious. But just like Shonda grew, Emily has time to grow. She has time to grow. This girl, yes, she's a mother. She's a young mother. Might struggle sometimes, but I saw something in her. Some people will go ahead and pick it. We can say girl and all that stuff. But some people will pick the ones that's already beat. Am I right? Right? God doesn't choose the ones that's just like, got it all together. He chooses the ones that are here.
That's right.
So why wouldn't I put her on the show? Some, and I'm going to say this. Some of y'all can't do makeup. And you be. So no, it is about the story and the makeup.
Hold on to your questions, because right after this question I have, then I'm going to come to you guys for questions. So get your questions together. I hear y'all mumbling. I hear y'all fucking mumbling. Nikki, how you doing, beautiful? So Nikki, I have a serious question for you. I want to know, do you feel like this show was beneficial for your career?
Hey y'all. Yes. Let me tell you why. Any platform, whether you use it for negativity or positivity, is good for you. Me knowing Ty since I was 18, like I stated on the show. her just putting me on her platform was enough for me. Because it was able for me to be able to get my name out there, even if it's just for these little bit of people. So yeah, I did. Okay, let me say this. Because the first thing everybody gonna say is, they ain't no new clients or pay for this and pay for that. When it's your passion, money can't buy that. Because for the show, people got to see my character and my heart. That's the bigger price point.
Okay, so look, did you get any backlash? Like, you know, when you go to certain jobs and people didn't show up, did people criticize you, the team, or do people were like, I'll never work with them because they don't show up? Did you get any type of backlash from, you know, your followers on social media?
Well, when you put it like that, yeah. Not more so me, but more so my cast members, yes. People felt bad for me, like, damn, maybe they keep leaving you hanging. Like, they must not really want it as bad as they say they want it. So, yes, we did, fortunately.
Hold on, let me get my essays and shit together. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, Pink, hey! Sitting over there all pretty. Okay, now before I get to you, Pink, I want to know, Ty, what made you choose Pink?
She like that. Cause she the okay, so it's so funny, right? So Pink, Mary Pink is out inside day, but Pink actually had auditioned for season 1, right? And we had did. She didn't make season 1, and it was because one thing about me, I think other people know me and Pink know. She was working with someone, you know, and a lot of times we all know, you know, and sometimes you just don't know how close someone is, right? And we may all have different opinions about certain people, whatever. I just didn't want to add Pink because I didn't want any of that associated. Not that it was bad or anything, but it was just my personal choice. When I say I loved her, and then I told her, I said, oh, I'm gonna put you on season 2. So she didn't have to send an audition tape. I wanted her to send it again because of her story. Because I wanted people to, you know, I put it on Facebook and stuff like that. She was taking all day. But yeah, she was just a sweet, genuine person. And yeah, it had a great story. I just wish
Yes, okay. So Pink, we met you when you opened up about your, you know, to Ty to you about your story with cancer.
So Ty came over and we finally had a chance to sit down and finally have a talk, a girls one-on-one about my weight loss journey. I was diagnosed with cancer a few years ago when I was 23, and I'm not going back. I'm glad and proud to be where I am today. My son was diagnosed with epilepsy first, and then I was diagnosed with cancer the month later. So it was like back to back.
Wow. Wow, but he's so vibrant.
He is.
He's so freaking vibrant.
I think he's the reason why I was so strong, because I was like, I gotta be here for him. Who will be here for him?
Yeah, I know, I know.
I'm thankful to be in remission. Yes, I am very thankful to be in remission. However, before I was in remission, I just was like, just give me a second chance. Just give me a second chance.
Wow.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be able to do this. If you give me a second chance, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change. So when I got that second chance and they was like, okay, we can cure you, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it. But I had to like really step it up, amp it up. I was like, okay, I had gained a lot of weight. I had gained a lot of weight from steroids and you know, all of this. So I was like, okay, well, I ain't eat to get this big. What am I supposed to do to get it off?
Please,
so I tried to do it the regular way.
You a full extra large, you gotta get that thing off.
Yes, I would lose like 20, 30 pounds. Right. And then I would gain like 15.
How did that affect you in your makeup career?
Hi. It didn't really affect me. It just made me feel like I was able to show to other women why not to give up. A lot of my pain and what I was going through went into my makeup. So makeup made me help other women who was going through what I was going through, the cancer, women going through abusive relationships, just anything. I just wanted to show them that you don't have to stop there, that I've been through a lot of these things. I didn't think I was going to be here anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep going through this journey with my makeup, using my makeup. And women who thought that they weren't beautiful anymore, or they couldn't do this and they couldn't do that, makeup, I mean, you know, I was able to still do the same thing.
Yes. Now I have a question now. You were supposed to show up to a certain event, but you wasn't able to make it because you forgot to watch your grandmother. And hold on, let me finish my question. That you forgot that you had to watch your grandmother. And you seen, I'm sure you seen the episode when Emily and Jamel was discussing it. How did that make you feel?
I didn't forget about my grandmother, so listen. I didn't forget about my grandmother. However, I don't watch her all the time. And the event that was put together, it was something that was put together, Ty put that together for us to be able to come back around to, have a little bit more showtime. So I forgot that they were on the same day. I was like, shit, I watched my grandmother. I was like, it's really, but when, things happen. Like, things happen. I just forgot. I was like, oh, damn, it's on the same day. Ain't nobody ever been watch my grandmother. So I call time. But I'm one that as soon as stuff happens, I said, Ty, I can't be there. I cannot be there. I gotta go on the road. Ty, I gotta do this. I make sure I keep my communication up.
So it didn't make you feel no certain type of way when you see them discussing?
No, I laughed at the shit, but I laughed at it. But what bothered me was when other people just, ramble on the sideline and just be speaking about stuff that they really don't know about. It's just, you gotta listen to things first. Don't just be saying stuff just to be speaking on it, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. So, that's it. Yeah, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. You just gotta know what you're talking about. Let it go. Harley and Ty had it, whatever it's supposed to go like that. But all the extra side talking is not possible. And I didn't forget about my grandmother. I watched it.
But after that episode, we never seen you again, bitch. Did you quit?
I was on the road with Cynthia Bailey. Throughout all of that, I still was texting Ty, I miss y'all. But I was working. I still had to work.
You was doing what?
Working, bitch.
So I'm glad, I'm sorry I knocked that over. It was liquor, you don't need it. So, since Pink said that, I want to know, do any other makeup artists up here have any celebrity clients or experience any celebrity clients by show of hands? Did you have any? Have you? Yeah, have you? Yes, good, go ahead now. Now I ain't talking about Sky from Black Ink. That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, that's my girl. Okay, so Nikki, here we go. This season, we didn't get a chance to know about your personal life. Do you think the drama stirred by Byron, what's his name? Byron overshadowed your storyline?
Lord, gotta talk about the deal. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I really wanted to talk about the struggles of entrepreneurship, me quitting my job, me moving back home, me really going through like some trauma, depression, all that. And I guess Byron he had a motive. Because I told him that I wasn't on the show for no damn drama. But, well, yeah, he wasn't going to show. We know he wasn't going to show. I mean, y'all knew he wasn't going to show up. No, I don't give a damn. But, yes, it definitely overshadowed what I was trying to do for the show.
Now, you talk a lot about being reliable. Now, there is any cast members up here that you feel like are not reliable?
You messy boots, yes. Yeah, me and Miss Emily. Emily's supposed to show up to a gig. Obviously, y'all seen that, and I was very, very pissed about it because I had to take all the backlash from the designer that night, and it made me feel like I was just left alone because she was in a relationship.
Okay, would you like to comment? Short, briefly? Okay.
Well, I had a conversation with Nikki after everything happened. And, I felt really, really badly, I explained to her, I stressed to her that I was sorry, and I'm not showing up for the game. It wasn't intentional, but you know, things did happen, you know. That was it.
I have one more question for you, Nikki, okay? Now, my question for you is, do you think that Ty can do anything better to make this team stronger?
Yes, the advice I would give Miss Ty Cobb would be, don't be so nice. I do think Ty tends to be very, very nasty, and her feelings get extremely hurt. We know she's a boss. She calls herself a boss, but she is a boss. And sometimes bosses hurt feelings, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, Ty, I have a question for you. Do you think it's a full extra large? Too much of a job for you to be the producer and being on the show?
No, because when when God has placed something in you, and sometimes that makes people mad too.
No.
You know, when you have gifts that God has given you, just like you, Lonnie. Some people like, hey, I wish I could be, do the things that you do. You know what I mean? But because you love it, it may not take anything for you to do 10 videos in a day. Right. Do you get tired? Absolutely. Do you get disappointed? Absolutely. Dealing with people, they have got on my nerves. Tanja has known me the longest. And Tanja say, I'm worried about you. Harley would tell me, stop letting these people bother you. Stop it. Don't go back and forth. Stop it. So to me, to be the producer, be on my show, no, God has given me a gift. So no, it's not too much. Because even today, with everything you've seen, I set it up. I set it up. Everything out there, I set it up with my assistant, but I set it up. That makes people mad still. Oh, she can do everything. But you know what? Consult with God, because I always put Him first in everything. So if that makes people mad, then me and this Bob, we just won't be mad. God is good. So no, I'll still be producing. Just did a movie, and I'm producing another 2 shows. So y'all watch out and grow the movie.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, give it up for time. Now, as the executive producer, what was your goal this time around for this show?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so of course, I think, listen, let me tell you something. If I go somewhere, I'm taking the people that have been riding with me. My show gets picked up and if it doesn't. I think putting these people on a platform, because everyone is amazing, regardless. I don't like you, we do like you. You know what I mean? Everybody has things about them that are amazing, right? And again, I came right back around and did a 2nd season. Didn't have to. Didn't hardly want to because I was so drained and tired. But I did because I want people to be able to be seen, love what they do, see their personalities. Nikki is amazing. Somebody needs to know who Nikki is. She's an amazing, amazing artist in person. Like my little sister, I love Nikki. So for this 2nd season, I wanted to, again, put more artists on and let people see what they can do. It's reality. Like, we all have feelings. We all won't get along, just like you all.
By a show of hands for the cast here today, if there was a season 3, who would not return? Oh, y'all, yeah.
The flag say she can't return and she's dead. She said she's dead. She can't do another season. Oh, baby, hold on.
Overtime, but I have to say this. This lady has put together this entire show by herself. Wow. And let me say, if you've never put together a show or anything, you don't know how it is to have people disappoint you or get tired. So for people to say certain things about this lady, whether you like it or not, she gave everybody a platform to showcase something. And our responsibility was to go up there and do our job. Whatever we decide to put on camera, that is our fault.
And nobody
It's
else
not
here is
hers,
doing it.
and no one
And
forced
nobody
anybody.
else here is doing it.
Huh?
And nobody else here is doing it.
And no one, right, no one else is here doing it. This lady put up her own money to do everything. That is hard. So before you can get to a Mona Scott level, you gotta do this first. You gotta do this first. So I'm not honestly gonna ever let anybody disrespect this black woman. Since everybody wanna talk about supporting black women and uplifting, I'm not gonna let anybody disrespect this woman who has worked hard and did everything by herself.
Thank you, Orlando. Yes. Do you feel like this show has opened doors for you, Ty? Do you feel, you gotta listen to me, Ty? Do you feel like this? Do you feel like this show have opened doors for you? And it's one more thing. Is it true that this show was picked up before, but the opportunity was gone because of something you did? Is that true?
I don't know who told you that.
Is it true?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Child, people are lying, act like they know me and everything. Yes, I've gotten so many opportunities. Again, I just filmed a movie. If you saw it, Lonnie B was in Tamar's video. Did y'all see that? Yes. So the production company that did that actually will be the people that have picked up my movie.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And I just shot a movie with them. Okay. So God is truly good. He has been faithful to what He has told me since I was a little girl, and I'm truly grateful. And He already told me that even if I can't handle this hate,
Come on, come through.
on this level, because let's be very clear. When I do get to the level that y'all think I'm at, because you're actually here sitting in this seat,
Thank you.
watching this reunion. When I am where God is taking me, because He's taking me higher, don't think I won't remember your face. When you walk up and say, hey, aren't you Taco? Yeah, and I remember you too. Okay? Because we live in see, the thing about it is, I live in a positive space. I'm not combative with people because I'm never negative. Negativity. Anybody who's negative and doing all kinds of things, then you have an issue with yourself because you don't even know it. All right?
All right. Okay, now we're about to get some questions from the audience. Raise your hand if you have a question.
My question is, if everyone was here on the cast for makeup, and it's a level of professionalism that everyone has to uphold. Me being an entrepreneur myself, I understand that you have to show up for gigs. So if Ty put everyone in a position to be at shows and to show up for different opportunities, why was no one showing up? Like, if this was your job and you were on the show to do makeup, why weren't you on the show to do makeup? I see the same people doing makeup. I was confused. Like, if you're there, do your job. I just want to know where was everybody?
And if it had anything to do with you not being paid, please say it.
I was dealing with a lot that I shouldn't. I was dealing with things I shouldn't have been dealing with, and that did, play a part as to why I didn't show up. I mean.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, we got one more answer. We're going to get Jamel to answer. Hold on.
I mean, for the most part, gigs, I showed up when I was dating and I was dating. Not only was I not dating, I also helped other people with their work, that they weren't also performing well as well. So I'm not exactly sure. I mean,
When you say gigs, what do you mean the ones that were paid?
Paid or unpaid.
Either or.
either or.
No, we're trying to figure out why you wasn't showing up.
Oh,
Well, I'm not sure why they weren't showing up. I guess they were their own reasons and why they weren't. I mean, they absolutely should have been, whether they were paid or unpaid. Again, like Nikki was saying, if this is your passion, something that you want to do, you know what you signed up for from the beginning because she made that statement, then you should have definitely have done there. But if you decided not to do that, then that was something that you need to take up with child because this is the person that was the key person in that situation.
some people didn't have brush those.
Well, that's
Okay, we have another question right here. Stand up. I'm coming over here.
Okay, so, hi Ty. Do you think that all of your cast members are bottom feeders or just select ones?
Oh, well, again, if you were all reading the status, I said that I spoke to an amazing person, you know, the Golden Citizen Awards, right? So that is Lynn Jackson. So everyone should have a person that, you know, sees what you do, you know what I mean, and you could go to. And we were talking about a project, and he told me to not let the people do me like they have done him. Y'all know Golden Citizens, right? Lynn Jackson put on a show for years to give people a platform. Lynn Jackson is also hated, and he's the nicest person ever. But am I right? Hated. And he said, baby girl, you will be hated. Period. He said, embrace it. He said, told me to get every last bottom feeder off of my platform and make it about me. But I didn't do that. So again, you're mad about advice I was given that I said. Take my name out of it, but because I'm going to be hated, it'll always be Ty Cobb said. But no, if they were all bottom feeders, I wouldn't have a show called Real Make Bars of DC. I would have a show called Ty Cobb. But if there isn't season 3, and because it just seems like, oh, well, Jesus Christ, she has done nothing for the people that you come to see tonight, maybe it should be a season 3, and maybe I should start with some fresh, younger artists. That I have been told to do. And I know the question is, and I said I did not say that. It was given to me, the advice to me, to get the bottom feeders off of my show. If that was the case, some of them or whoever, these people wouldn't be sitting here. Okay?
Okay. Okay, so did she answer your question?
No.
What was the question? You said.
More specifically, the recent text indicating to keep the bottom feeder that's sitting next to you away from you.
Okay, let's
So is everyone on your platform a bottom feeder or just Jamel?
So,
I'm not reading shit. I'm looking at a text.
So, now, let me now we want to talk about bottom feeders and what a bottom feeder could be, right? Because it seems as though, and I love the fact that this is what we have to embrace, right? People that are positive. People love villains, regardless of whatever. So I always wanted to be the bad guy with the platform, with putting people on the show, with doing everything like that. Right? The positive one, right? But again, everybody can hurt Ty Cobb. Everybody can tell Ty Cobb, I don't think I should give you anything. I don't think the cast should donate anything to you, and it was $25, but we can wear Gucci, Louis, Reebok, whatever. But that is acceptable to say to me and then become the victim. So, out of that, now Orlando, everybody talk, even Tanja, even my girl right here, Therese, sent me a good prayer, right? Because the way that you came at me, I've never treated you differently, regardless of the relationship with Stephon and I.
Fix your tip.
I'm sorry, Lord. I've never treated Jamel differently. Period. When Jamel came on here, I said I wasn't going to do him like I did Stephon, right? But at the end of the day, like Tanya said, if you show me, if people are telling me about you and you show me those things, I have a problem with Jamel, I call him. When he doesn't show up, he doesn't call. He didn't call. So no, when I got through the text last night, and I told them, I said, if you all feel like that again, yes, you can go right back to the living room because $25. $25 and through Cash App is $23.50. Right? But you have been promoted eating my food, drinking my wine, and I'm the wrong one, and everybody is mad. Because I can get mad, I sure did. Just like it seems to me that you all had a conversation about you all having to pay. Does anyone say thank you, Ty? I thank you for the sleepless nights. Nikki, Emily.
Let me see something. I'm a little confused. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'm trying to figure out what tax are we talking about. Apparently she must have some information that I don't got on my fucking coupons. Okay, so hold on. What is she talking about? I don't know what's going on.
No, Ronnie, information that what's unfair is, and I'm going to tell the truth.
Hold on. I'm confused.
Because now everybody's confused. So since I got out there, what's unfair is Jamel must have sent his friend a message that was supposed.
Why it came from him? I have other mutual friends.
Listen, the message was with the team. So whatever was spoken about with the team should have never been.
And he has added, wait a minute, he has added to the group. Everybody will tell you if I have something to say to you.
So it was a text.
It was very,
And I said, wait a minute, and I said it because guess what? If you all were me, you would get tired of people. I don't think that I need to give you anything.
Go ahead.
Anything. And I've done so much for people. Absolutely, sure. And I think that
Whoever sent the message, my thing is if we have an organization and we're professional, if I'm having a show and I'm texting my models, because I do shows, if I'm texting my models, I'm not expecting my models to tell whatever I'm talking about. It's going to be professional if you want to talk about being professional. People that put together shows and events. Those are people I'm talking to. Okay? So whoever sent the message out for this young lady or whoever to be able to read these messages out loud was wrong.
No.
Text messages wasn't in the shower.
In a demeanor as one thing, but your text message came across.
But no one knows about the text.
No one knows about it.
Okay. Everybody calm down. Okay, everybody calm down. Before I go to any more questions, I want to get to Jamel. Because Jamel, we want to know, did you send, you feel some type of way about a text message or something?
Come on, Jamel.
Jamel, you're my friend. I'm your friend, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna speak on the truth. And you're my friend, so I don't care about nothing else. So tell the truth. It's already put out there. So just tell the truth.
At the end of the day, yes, there was a text message that was sent out. Yes, I felt some kind of way. Initially, when I spoke to Ty and we were talking about it, I did not know that what was the situation. Now, she might have mentioned it before. However, so many things have happened in between then when she said it, which we've been filming since February, and then now that, yes, of course, I may have forgot that. However, I feel like if you have business acumen, then maybe you should have sat down if we want to make a donation instead of making it in a text message. And to me, that's how I felt it should have been done. That's just how I would have done it. That's just how I would have done it. Now, at the end of the day, so then after that, after that was said, she then took out and took her frustration out on me via the text message, which is okay, because I get that you're upset. But some things should not have been said. Then it's a group message that I feel like, I'm not gonna get into all that, but I just feel like in the group message things were said that I just don't appreciate when I've been nothing but nice to her. So for her to come out and said that made me feel away because initially from jump, there was never my intention to even make her feel disrespected. I asked a question and then I was jumped on. It made me feel I was.
You have to respect the fact that he has an
opportunity to respond. You guys have to be quiet and the panel have to give respect to each other. Now, after he finished speaking, I'm going to allow Ty to speak, but let's finish with him first. Please calm down, everybody. We only have one fucking mic. Okay? And we fighting over. The Temptations never fought over. And there was only one.
My thing is, no one.
Okay, I mean, it was brought up and so now answering it. And at the end of the day, they asked me a question like they did in the show, and I'm going to give them the direct answer, and that's just how it happened. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. And when I was able to express myself, then it was all these other things.
Can I
And that's when I felt some type of way about it.
No, not that. What I'm saying is, the reason why everybody's confused and or lost is because information was given out that wasn't even on the show. So my thing is, you didn't have to do that, is what I'm saying. You didn't have to tell, like if I'm on a show, my friends don't know the background story because contractually as a professional, I'm not supposed to do that. So
I asked it because it was disrespectful. It was very, and you know I can't be fake or phony neither.
Professional, Janelle. Did you sign a contract for this show? Thank you. So contractually, as a professional, we know there are things that we are not supposed to do. Is what I'm saying to my friend Jamel as a professional.
About the show, I get that, but disrespectful. Like,
Calm down, let's calm down. You got it.
you can't stick your nose that far up her ass.
Okay, calm down.
How you gonna do that? And I'm a professional with my own business.
Calm down.
And I gotta kiss ass because I'm telling the truth. This is my friend. This is my friend. I'm telling him the truth. Yeah, we are. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. Sorry.
Amanda, listen everybody. This is exactly what I had to say.
Insult.
Yes, listen. Everybody, look. Jamel, this is how we handle things, right? Everybody too old. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you felt, because I know I was offended because I was hurt. Right. I was on the phone with 4 people and I was crying because I felt when you came at me, then you tried to switch and say I came at you. Wait a minute. But see, that's the thing. You want to get through all this, and I'm not doing that with you.
I'm not doing anything, Ty. I'm listening to what you have to say. I'm very respectful.
So listen.
Go ahead.
So when you said you were in your text were kind of seemed like you had an answer already. I was already like, hey, okay, you know, maybe you're not in a group text. Every single person on this crew, for how many months, guys, knew that? For a long time, right?
I was trying to pay 4 months ago.
Look, she was trying to pay 4 months ago. 4 months ago, okay?
Well, I'm not
So,
everybody.
Wait a minute.
I'm not. And if I forgot, I asked a question. All I did was ask a question.
Okay, now I got a question.
All I did was
I'm
ask a
not being combative with you. I'm telling you all, am I not? All right. So, I'm talking calm. So, therefore, we're not. So, to you, I was offended. But if you were offended because I was angry and I called you names, then I apologize. Now, if you don't want to take an apology, then okay, but I apologize, okay? Now, I probably would never give an apology, as I never do, but I don't expect it. And I'm not expecting that. Nobody's fussy with anybody in the audience or anybody on this panel because I am unbothered. But if you were hurt, because I'm hurt all the time, and Therese said, stop apologizing. Stop it. She told me stop apologizing. What they getting on
Okay. So we got that situated. Okay. Sean was gone. Shit, a lot is going on.
No, I'm just saying. Because that's not going to be. I might want to do
Calm down.
I'm just that you might be a little too close to, like, too open, because you are very, very genuine. But I think sometimes throughout the season and throughout the last season, you get the lines blurred that you're their boss. So, like, sometimes when you're giving them, like, you get upset. And if you talk to them they forget like, oh, she's not my boss talking to me. This my friend.
Yeah.
You sometimes feel like it's too close because they need to be like, oh wait, she's talking to us as a boss now. Time to shut the fuck up.
Actually, that question makes sense, and thank you, because the people who are asking the questions know me and know my heart, right? So I do. You know, in my relationship, I've always been told that you are too close, and I used to tell Tom, he's always saying, you're too friendly to your fans. And I used to be like, well, I just think I'm just hot, right? I used to be like, no, you know, like, you come up, I give you a hug. If I don't know somebody, we met, and I was like, give me a hug. That's just the type of person I am. And then it's like, Taria, no, and I guess you're right, Keisha, I'm too close. So I'm like, oh, you okay? Instead of just, and they'll say, don't lose that because that's your heart. But you have to separate it.
Yeah.
You have to separate it, because then it's like, oh, try me, Lord, you know, or whatever. And the thing about it is, I had feelings too.
That's right.
That's right.
So just like the text that you want to talk about and things like that, and I don't say what I said in the text because I'm a grown woman. But just like when he was a thief, you ain't got nothing, you ain't got you ain't all those things that he said to him, which was demeaning on camera. If I said, oh, I'm sending that thieving back to, I was mad. And guess what? I had put it, you know, I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
3 o'clock. And
They don't know.
don't nobody know. Nobody know. Don't nobody know, but I'm gonna tell you this. You won't ever get another production with none of these people. And the people that I do take, these loyal ones that they have. Tommy, we've been rocking for years.
Yeah.
So all these people was killed, you know, because people, no, this is the thing. No, and no, you're telling me not to cry, but you've been back there heckling me.
No, you
The whole time.
I haven't been heckling you because what I do admire you and I like your hustle, but you are shady a little bit. You pass the finish.
Wait.
You pass the president and you a little bit.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, no. First of all, wait a minute, Vanessa, I don't even know you. No, but that's what they've been saying, and they've been hearing you. What I'm trying to say to you is, if you're gonna openly not like me, keep that same energy. Wait a minute. Passive aggressive, I don't even know you. We've never had a
I'm talking about right people saying, oh, this is this. You have.
No, I'm handling myself like a grown woman. That is a professional grown woman. I'm not gonna argue with you or anybody. I said to you, when you, I thought you said don't cry. I said if you, wait a minute. What I'm saying is, again, if you are talking about me, right? Say for instance, you right here, right? You're talking about me. They're hearing you talk about me the whole night, right? Right. You can't come to me and say, hey girl, keep the same, I don't like you. I don't have the people I do not know, like friendly. So when you say that, Keisha, I will open up and speak to you, and that's my fault.
Yes.
That's my fault. And in this new season, I will not do that.
Please.
Okay. Because we getting ready to get up out of here. Now, yes. Because the reason being, I understand that, but you guys have to sit down, you have to simmer down, and you have to grab control of yourself. I understand everyone. Now you're over talking me. But what I'm trying to say is that this. We need everybody.
Mom, you told me not to. Y'all have a great show. I know. I want to do it.
Okay, everybody, I would like to really thank every last one of you all. I thank you so much for driving your cars, buying the ticket, supporting the show. I appreciate everybody. Every all of us is happy, mad, irritated, or whatever. I would like to thank my cast. I would like to thank every last one of you. It's never easy to put our business out there, to get on camera, and every one of you, we've been fighting for anything. Right, I appreciate you from all of my heart. And if we never speak again, I wish nothing but the best. Like I tell y'all all the time, I wish nothing but the best. And you all are amazing, amazing people. And I thank God for the friendships. You know, occasionally like you they were nice. The friendships, and I have to learn that, you know what, to keep it separate, because only certain people hear me cry. And they don't say put it together, but I'm human. I stand up here and I think I've carried myself very well. With every single thing, when it seems like everybody don't like me and I have no idea why, but I do. Because they put Jesus, and I ain't no way close to Jesus, but he's close to me. So I gotta be me. I thank you, everybody. Get home safely. I pray safe. Everything for you. Thank you, fellow makeup artists. I see, look, we've never met before, but South Channel, thank you for coming to support me. Thank you, amazing makeup artists. Mrs. DMV, everybody came out and looked lovely. I'm so sad that Lauren can't leave, but a lot of times we can do better, everybody. You know, a lot of times even when people don't want to invite us to like events and stuff like that, we're so you know, bunch of we just like, oh, I want to fight and all that. We don't ever have to really give that energy. You know what I mean? So again, thank you all that came out. You look amazing. All right, so, peace and blessings. Have a blessed night.